If you're someone who is super busy, feel like you have zero time in the morning, never mind time to make a nice healthy breakfast, and you're constantly on the go, ordering delivery at work or getting to your meeting with zero energy because you've forgotten to make breakfast, and then you feel like you're in this constant loop, today I've got you covered. I am going to be sharing 3 healthy and high protein breakfasts that take less than 5 minutes, super simple and easy, and will keep you full for your morning. I'm also going to share 6 simple strategies that can help you reach your fitness goals with your nutrition, and simple things that you can implement throughout your days. I'll jump straight into it with the recipes. Six super simple things that you can implement from today. So the first one being to batch cook your meals. So what I love to do is things like my sweet potato chicken. I'll cook it either in the air fryer or the oven, or boil some sweet potato mash and make enough for 3 days. I don't like doing it say like a full week, because I feel like by the end of the week they don't taste as fresh. So batch cooking, things like that, and then you can just make like a little bowl. So I can just put my sweet potato or rice with some chicken, and just having things readily available in the fridge just saves so much time, and you never have those moments where you're just absolutely starving and more tempted just to order a takeaway or something quick and easy that you know doesn't necessarily always help you reach your fitness goals. You can also mix that up, so I like to just alternate between sweet potato, rice, quinoa, or noodles or pasta. Anything like that is really good to just keep in your fridge. Then the second tip is freezer packs. So if you're not a massive breakfast person, you don't feel like you have a big appetite, smoothies are super great because they're so easily digestible and really tasty and light. And what you can do with them is jam pack your protein in there. You can add yogurt, protein powder, then you can put your micros and your vitamins. So you can put in fruit, vegetables, things like spinach is so nice with like bananas, and sweetened with a bit of honey, this kind of thing. You can prep for the week little freezer packs, and then just pop everything into those, store them in your freezer, and then you can whip them out and literally pop it in the blender, and that'll take like less than a minute, and it's just something that you can take on the go. You can have it driving to work, on your commute, or even at home at your desk in the morning. The next tip is to make a good balanced breakfast that's high in proteins, carbs, and fats. If you struggle with one macronutrient, I think protein is probably the most common. Then start your day off with a really high protein breakfast. So for me, I like to get as much protein in the morning, so then it's not as much as a mad rush throughout the rest of the day. So I'll have like my protein oats, and then I'll have some egg whites or boiled eggs as well. It just helps a lot. The next tip, which is something I made the mistake of for a really long time, is skipping meals, thinking that that was actually beneficial, when we want to keep our blood sugar levels as stable as possible and not do crazy spikes, because that's going to really affect how you feel. And say if you've had like a big meal and you just feel slumped for the next few hours, we want to avoid that and keep our blood sugar levels nice and steady throughout the day. So it's never beneficial to skip a meal by any means. That's also going to increase your likelihood that you'll end up overindulging or binging later on that day. Say if you don't have breakfast, you're running off fumes and you go into a meeting and you're just all over the place, you're hungry, hangry, which is such a big thing and something we definitely want to avoid. And then you're just a lot more likely to make different decisions later on throughout the day because you're absolutely starving and you want something quick. Whereas if you've had a good balanced breakfast, you're just going to maintain a good energy and start the day off on a really good footing and find you'll make a lot better decisions throughout the rest of the day. That is something super important if, say, weight loss is your goal. So I'd really recommend a good balanced breakfast. So in each jar I've added oats, protein powder, vanilla flavour drops or vanilla essence, and then a low-fat yoghurt. You could use normal yoghurt or Greek yoghurt, and some milk. I'm just using normal cow's milk here. You could also use like plant-based milk and then mix them together. And something I just love about overnights is how versatile they are, because you can just swap and change your flavors. Like if you're someone who just finds you get really bored with repetitive breakfasts, then these are great because you can change up your toppings. So for each one, I'm going for a chocolate one. So I added 5 grams of cocoa powder, like hot chocolate powder, and then to vary the toppings, I'm using a banana topping in the chocolate one, and then some blueberries in another and strawberries in the other one, and then topping with sugar-free maple syrup. You could use honey as well, and pop in peanut butter into one. All of these are so good, and here are the macros on the screen. And then you can just pop them in the fridge, so you could make these the night before and you literally grab and go the next morning. These look delicious, and before I forget to mention, make sure you use the thick oats rather than the quick cook. They just taste quick cook ones. They just taste so much nicer in overnight oats. I absolutely love. And then if you're someone who literally wakes up and is out the door or is starting work within the first 5 minutes, which I'm sure a lot of people do, I don't like to waste too much time in the morning. Like I don't spend that long getting ready, to be honest. So I would really recommend prepping your breakfast the night before. So things like overnight oats are the best for this, because it's already, you just literally take it out your fridge and you're good to go. That way you're also going to save time and money by having your breakfast prepped and you're not having to grab stuff on the go. That wraps up today's video. I really hope this was useful. Do let me know if you give any of these recipes a try over on my Instagram at Olivia Jarvis, and I will see you in the next video. Also, pop down below what videos you'd like to see from me next. I will get those filmed, and if you aren't already, I'd love you to stick around by subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.